Steph, how involved were you in the conversations, kind of leading up to the Schroeder trade, and what do you think of it?
I always, with Bob and with Mike, it's always a conversation of if anything is real or anything's worth, having a serious conversation at that point. Involve me. I don't want to be distracted by what ifs and all that type of stuff. So it happened pretty quick, to be honest, and excited about the opportunity to play with a guy that you played against for a long time. He's a true competitor, can create, score, run an offense, or a whole lineup. So excited to see him plug in. A guy I can probably play with in the backcourt. Can handle a lot of ball handling responsibilities when I'm off the court, and gives us another, guy that can attack a defense. And on the other side, he loves to compete, and he digs in on the defensive end too. So should be a seamless transition for him, and we'll see how it looks.
How much do you feel like you need it? I mean, Steve's talking, basically feeling like you kind of need a secondary creator out there. I mean, do you feel like this is can really help you?
For sure, it can help me. It can help us. What helps me helps us in the sense of, like I said, if I'm on the court or not, I know I can play off the ball, and you want a guy that can be comfortable with the ball in his hands, see the floor, make the right reads, take advantage of defenses if they want to pay attention elsewhere. When I'm off the floor, like I said, a guy that can run an offense. You can play pick and roll with him. He's pretty sound with the ball, and you've seen the way he's scoring this year too. So it gives us definitely another threat, and I'm sure he'll build chemistry with everybody else as well. Wiggs, J.K., Draymond, maybe even Trace in pick and roll type situations. So it should give us another dynamic scorer, ball handler that will help all of us.
Draymond was talking about how he's really looking forward to adjusting to Dennis, not vice versa, not him adjusting to you guys. I think he meant like stylistically. What do you think he meant by that?
I don't know what he meant by it. I just feel like, you have an idea that he's a guy that has played pick and roll, and you got to pay attention to him. He knows when to take his shots. He knows when to drive. He sees the floor really well. And in the sense of how we play, moving the ball, like I'm sure that type of basketball he can adjust to, but you have to cater to. It's what we've been talking about all year, trying to cater to the strengths of what this team is. There's a lot of experimenting that's been going on with us, and it'll be even more with Dennis in the sense of how he can kind of shift the geometry on the offensive end, and whether like certain spurts you can just go run through him, pick and roll, and pick your poison with shooters around type vibe. So we got to ask him what he's comfortable with. He's got to understand our go-tos, and trades are tough in the season because you got to pick it up on the fly. So we got to be able to do that.
Steph, 2 questions. Have you interacted much with Dennis aside from playing against him? Do you have any sense for what he's like as a person?
No, I never hung out with him off the court much, but inside the lines, I talked to him. I just love his competitive nature. Like he got that dog in him, and you can kind of tell he doesn't talk that much, but he's very animated, and I've never not seen him in the moment, like trying to rip your head off type vibe. So I like that.
And unrelated, what was it like tonight? Obviously, a lot more hype last time Clay came back in his first visit. Seemed sort of more under the radar this time, and yet he had obviously a very good game. What was that like guarding him again, and how much did he sort of key their win in some ways, beyond Luka?
Yeah, I mean, the whole circumstance of this being the kind of NBA Cup makeup game, and he had his return vibe, which was amazing. Tonight, the first 6 minutes, they basically beat us in the first 6 minutes. We did everything we could to kind of try to get back in the game or keep pace, try to get over the hump, cut it to 2-possession game a couple times, and he hit a couple daggers whenever we were trying to get over the hump. I had a turnover, like that one turnover in the fourth, and it finds him for 3, and you could tell he was a little bit more free tonight, just probably emotionally and with all the build-up. Luka dominated the game, scoring and distributing, so he got everybody involved. And, when you give a team 46 points in the first quarter, you could probably come back, but it's going to be tough, not just because of the margin, but because everybody's feeling good, and Clay was a part of that.
Steph, speaking of Clay, he's closing in on passing Reggie Miller for 5th on the all-time three-point list. You're at the top of that list, obviously, but just for him and everything he's been through in his career, what do you think a moment or an achievement like that is going to be for him?
Hold on. You said 5th?
He's going to be 5th. He's 11 away. 11 away from tying, 12 away from...
Reggie's... Hold on. It's me, James, Ray. Who's in... Am I missing the list? He'll be 4th then, right? Am I tripping?
Dame's 4th.
Dame is? I didn't know that. Wait, Dame caught Reggie? Hold on, you got me confused now.
I'm looking at
I haven't watched. Damn, I didn't know that. Well, it's crazy because I passed Reggie 3 years, or was it 3 years ago? And now he was 2nd, now he's 5th. And I'm sure at some point, I don't know what the margin is, I'm sure he'll be top 3 at some point if he, can stay healthy. So I think it's only fitting that, me, James, and Clay at the end of our careers are 1, 2, 3 at some point. If that can happen, that would be beautiful. But you pass the baton off to the next generation of guys that'll probably be trying to catch us when it's all said and done. So it's cool that, me and Clay have been doing it for a long time. It just didn't sound right when you said Reggie is 5th. I was like, caught me off guard. Okay. Y'all good? Have a great night.